I want to talk about a technique today that I've been using for the past few years that has perfected my consistency within the gym. Perfected it. As a teenager, our lives can be super, super busy. We've got tests, exams, homeworks, academics, extracurricular activities, we've got sports, family holidays, general holidays in general. So many things come up in our lives and that makes us busy and makes us inconsistent within the gym. It's okay for us to go to the gym when we've got nothing to do. We'll always do that. But when it's things that get in the way, it's feelings that get in the way, illnesses, um, you feel sick, so many different things that stop you from going to the gym. And it's this technique that it doesn't matter if I was ill, doesn't matter if I was busy, doesn't matter if I was tired, hungover, doesn't matter any of these things. I use this technique and I still went to the gym. And I cracked the code to consistency by doing this. We teach things like this in my paid product in the description. It's the best product I've ever made. So if you want to learn things like this, what we're going to teach you today in more depth, in more tailored stories, is more proven that it's worked. Top link in the description. You build the best physique that you've ever could possibly imagine. I have a top 1% physique in your age category. So I'd already been going to the gym for 2 years at this point in my life. So this was back in Christmas of 2023. I'd already been going to the gym for roughly around 2 years, 1.5 years. And I was like, yeah, I've been going to the gym 3-4 times a week, every single week for the past 2 years. I'm perfect. I'm amazing on my consistency, whatever. Naive, as all teenagers are. Cocky bastards, as we all are as well. You probably relate to me here. You think you're the shit sometimes, don't you? Christmas comes around, 3 weeks, no gym. Overnight, like that. Christmas food tastes nice. I'm at Manchester with my family. There's no gym around. Then I don't go to the gym for a couple of days, and then a couple of days turns into a week. It became a New Year's resolution that I'd go back to the gym. And I still didn't for another week. I became inconsistent. I got into a rut. And all of a sudden I lost the gains that, not all of the gains, but I didn't look as good as what I could have done and what I should have done if I carried on going. And it wasn't until I understood this technique, how to get out of ruts, how to get back into the gym, how to go to the gym when I don't feel like it, how to go to the gym when I'm ill, sick, tired, hungover, that I was able to truly find consistency no matter what situation I was in. And it's what I call the swindle technique. This is something that I named myself. You swindling yourself to go to the gym. It's that simple. So you know how progressive overload works in the gym, and you know how it can be applicable to so many things in life. So whether you're trying a new habit, you need to progressively overload it. You don't get instantly meditate for an hour. You're going to start with a minute or 3 minutes and then go to 5 minutes, etc., etc. Progressively overloaded. It could be translated to other areas of life, but it can be translated as your mindset as well. It works in your mind as well. And the secret is, the power of it all is it reduces friction in the decisions that you have to make. So you wake up, for example, you're hungover. This is what happened to me. A story that happened to me, right? We went out for results day night, Thursday night in August. Everyone had passed their A-levels, everyone got their A-level results, and everyone was going out to celebrate. So literally everyone my age from around my area, in literally like across the whole country, basically, we're all going out to the same place because of the results. It was an amazing night, right? You go out, you drink, you get pissed, whatever. I was absolutely hammered. I seen everyone there. I seen old people that I didn't really like, so I would cause me to drink even more. I was with mates, I was laughing, I was fucking joking. I got hammered. Got in at like 5 a.m, right? That's how bad it was. And I still went to the gym the next day. And it was funny because I went to the gym the next day and I seen a guy, he works in my gym, but he's also my age, so he went out as well. And he saw me in the gym at like 3 p.m. I was like, fuck, how are you in the gym, man? Like, fair play. Like, this is what he said to me. He was like, I'm here for work, but you're here for the gym, like, out of your own accord, like, after last night. So, like, fair play. Did you have a good night, etc.? And I was like, yeah, I actually am, like, not to my own horn or anything, but I actually am consistent in this. Like, I got in from a night out at 5 a.m. last night. I'm in the gym, like, 10 hours later? You know? Most people haven't done that, haven't got that. Most people haven't got the discipline or consistency to be able to do that. And it was because of this technique that I was able to do that. Let me set the scene. Woke up. So 5 a.m. I probably woke up at like 12. Went downstairs. What is it to say? Morning routine, bit sluggish, just got in the shower, wanted to make myself feel better. Got out of the shower and knew that I had to go to the gym today. And it was a Sunday, so it shut slightly early, so I knew I had to go soon. And I sat there, in this very chair, right, I sat there and was like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym today. I really don't want to hit that difficult set of fucking shoulder press. I love arms, by the way, and I wasn't even feeling it. That's how bad it got. I was hungover, I felt a bit snotty, a bit ill, like I just didn't want to go. And I was thinking to myself, I was imagining the hard sets that I was going to do, and I was like, I really don't want to go. And that's where people slip up. Because there's so much friction of you doing that really, really difficult set. You're not going to want to do it, and you're not going to go as a result. Whereas I use a swindle technique as well. I swindle myself into believing, oh, I'm not going to go to the gym today. I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm just going to put my gym clothes on. I'm just going to put my gym clothes on. Anyone can do that. I already got out of the shower. I needed to get changed anyway. I'm just going to put my gym clothes on. Put my gym clothes on. Feeling a bit better about myself. I look a little bit better in the mirror, etc. Put my gym clothes on. I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm just going to make my pre-workout drink and put my music on. Anyone can do that. I need to have my creatine anyway, so I might as well make pre-workout with it. And then I'm going to just put my music on and see how I feel. I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm not. Put my music on. I'm bopping around. I'm feeling more hype. Feeling more excited. I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm just going to drink my pre-workout. Drink my pre-workout. Feeling more energetic. Feeling hype with the music on. I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm just going to put my straps on, my shoes on and get in my car. And once you step out that door and you're in your car, you're not going to not go to the gym. Even so, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm just going to drive there and do some stretching in the gym. Once you've stepped foot in that gym with music on, with pre-workout coursing through your veins, you're feeling fucking hype. You've had music on in the car that makes you feel hype. You're in your gym clothes, your favourite set of gym clothes that make you look good. You've got straps on, you feel great. You're not going to not miss a workout. You're not going to miss a workout there. You're already in the gym. You might as well go and hit a workout. You know? You got your stretches, you've hit your warm-up set. I'm fucking ready. I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm not going to actually hit a really intense gym workout. I'm just going to go in there, do my stretches and have a warm-up set and see how I feel. Just to get me work myself back into it. Do my warm-up set and I'm like, fuck, like this weight's moving good. I'm up for it now. I'm ready. And then you hit your top set like normal anyway. So you see how instead of jumping from 0 to 100 in like, oh, I'm just going to do the really hard set. Oh, I don't really want to do it. Because there was so much friction between that decision, that single decision, I split it up into so many different micro decisions that slowly increased in intensity. It reduced the friction of each decision, but the friction was still increasing to the point where I got to my end goal anyway. You know, I was progressively overloading the friction of each decision. So originally it was put my clothes on, then it was make a drink, then it was put music on. Things that anyone could do. And then eventually it led me up to the point where I could do my top set in the gym and really, really, really push hard and get good, like, contractions out of the set and have a good set and have good gains out of it. So you see how I swindle myself into believing that I'm not going to do the really, really hard thing right now. I'm actually going to do something that leads me up to it. And it's almost like you're tricking and swindling your brain into thinking, okay, we're not actually going to do the hard thing now. I feel like I can put my music on. I'm like, anyone can do that, you know? Like, I can do that. There's not much friction into putting my music on. So I put my music on. And then it changes your emotional frequency. You feel a bit better. And then you're capable and have the capacity to then able to do the next thing. That's a little bit harder, but you can still do it because you're capable from the last decision that you've just made. And that instantly makes you more consistent. Because now you're not thinking about a really hard thing. You're building yourself up to it. You're progressively overloading up to it. And that's the key. That's the key to being more consistent. I've been using this trick, this swindle technique for 2 years now, and I can say it has made me so much more consistent. It's unreal. I've gone when I've hungover. I've gone when I've had tonsillitis and a throat infection recently. I've gone when I feel ill, when I've been throwing up, when I feel sick, when I'm dizzy, when I feel sick in the gym. I swindle myself into staying there All these different things that would stop 99.99% of people. I couldn't speak. I'm not posting in a week because I couldn't speak because of my throat infection, tonsillitis. I woke up in pain. I went to sleep. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. And I still went to the gym. I had 3 days off. 3 days off. Because I couldn't speak. I couldn't get up. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. 3 days. Most people have a week, 2 weeks off. I had 3 days off. And even on the third day, I almost went. I was still going when I had tonsillitis and a throat infection. Then I stopped going and then I went back straight away after it. I'm not even fully healed. I've still got 5 days of antibiotics to take. I'm not even fully healed and I'm already back in the gym, hitting good sets, making more muscle. Because of this technique that makes me so much more consistent. Easily. So if you can adopt this technique and just try and put it as a reminder on your phone or write it down and stick it on your wall. I've got so many things stuck up on my wall that it constantly reminds you to use this technique, because it will take a bit of change to be able to think, all right, I've got to get my mind into this zone. But because I've been doing it for so long, it was automatic for me now. But if you need to write it down on your wall, set a reminder on your phone. By all means, go and do it, because it is the most important thing that's led to the best consistency in my life. And I've never been happier and I've never had better gains because of it. It is insane. And trust me, when you adopt this, you will never look back. We teach so much many more things like this in my pay product, and the first thing in the description. It is the best product that I've ever made. You'll build the best physique, top 1% physique in your age category in a much faster time than most people. You'll learn from mistakes personally that I've made and mistakes that I've seen in other people. I've got a physique like this from being a skinny teenager at 14. You can do it in 2 years, probably. Don't see why not. Took me 3. You can do it in 2. You know? So I believe that it's the best product I've ever made, and I believe it'll make you the best gains of your life. Because there's so much bullshit fitness content out there, and I'm finally so proud of myself that I've found a place that I've had to make true, raw gym fitness and advice that's proven to work, accessible to people like us, teenagers, that are going to improve their lives. Because it will improve every single area of your life, from self-esteem to confidence to relationships with men and women. All these different things are going to improve your life and stop feeling fucking depressed as a teenager, because there's so many teenagers feel depressed these days, and this is a way to fix it. So if you want to fix that and get in the best shape of your life, top link in the description. Second link in the description is my personal Instagram. If you've got any specific problems that you want to talk to me about, any specific fitness problems that you've been going through that I can help you with, message me on Instagram. I'll definitely message you back, and I'll give you I want to see the best advice that I can. And I'll help you personally. So if you want to change your physique, check the description. Have a good session today, and I'll see you later, bro.